an awareness program. I keep telling people only one thing. I'm not here to train. I'm only to inform and make you aware of yourself. We need to know ourselves. Very important. Till my last breath, I may not be with other people, but I understand that I need to be with myself. And the most important person in my life is first me, then my wife, then my children. It should be like that. Because the moment you don't give importance to yourself, you can't give importance to anybody else in the world. That's why relationships break. If you don't value yourself, you can't value others. Because when I love my daughter, it is called actually an instinct. If I like somebody beautiful, it's called infatuation. But when I love myself, it's called love. And love has to start from within. Only then it can go outside. Okay? If it is not within, it can't. So I tell people that believe in yourself, love yourself. Like if I love my daughter, if I believe in my daughter, she says my father loves me. So exactly the same way, I need to believe in myself, I need to develop my relationship with myself. And the rest of the relationship starts well. Opportunity to introduce you to yourself. Usually we call people and introduce yourself. So I start telling that I'm Maaney Paul, I come from India. I've been working in this field for 20 years. I have a wife, 2 daughters, and I start saying that way. But my job for the last 20 years has been a little different. People actually think I'm wrong sometimes, but my job has been that. My job is to introduce you to yourself, wherever I go. And end of the program, nobody has contradicted with me or fought with me. They said, okay, it's reasonable. What I am, I need to know myself. Know thyself. I need to know who I am. How do I think? So as simple as my conscious mind, if it is as small as this, my subconscious mind, which is invisible to the world, is very, very big. Every act of mine or yours is actually controlled by that subconscious. If I throw this, he will close his eye. It's a subconscious act. That means I have taught myself to close my eye when something is coming towards me. Simple. If something is going to come towards me and if I start thinking, will it hit me? That will be the last thinking. After that, you need not think. Am I right? You need not think. Because it can't be a conscious effort. You already delegated a beautiful job of closing your eye and protecting your head to your subconscious, and every time something comes, you do that. Okay? I'm just trying to tell you. So this is done by a big area called subconscious, and it controls your phobias, your liking, your disliking to things, everything including your language, your skills, everything is in that area. It's something like a big ship moving, and you're the ship captain, and your job is to decide where to move and when to move. If you decide in the wrong times, it can end up being the next Titanic. It can be that, it can hit anywhere. So we need to be a little careful, because you are just moving and one wrong day is enough to finish off everything. We need to be alert, okay? I'm just trying to tell you. So, subconscious and conscious, and this particular area, this spiritual area, I'm trying to explain a bit. The material area, what is this material area? The money that I have, like a pure water, I came down and I fell down on the earth. When I fell on the earth, like a clear water, I came down from the skies, and the moment I fell in the water, in the sea, I became a salt water. If I fell in the milk, I became a milk. If I fell in a poison, I became a poison. Simple. So, whatever the surroundings you just gathered, calling your color or language or country or whatever it is, it was not a choice, you just got it. And a day will come, you will evaporate and get back. We'll all evaporate and just go back, leaving all the material things and even our intellectual things to a large extent, and we'll go back. Okay? So, we are talking about material is very important, and it is for this material area that we are gathered together today. It's very important. I'm not trying to say material is not important. You should have a wonderful life. We should see that our children are very happy. We should be very comfortable. And all these are a must. But the only thing from this area we can't be doing one thing is, you can't derive confidence from this area. Confidence. The moment you take confidence from this area, it is actually not called confidence. It is actually called arrogance. If I am beautiful and if I get confidence from that, it can be actually arrogant. If I got a lot of money in my pocket and if that is going to give me confidence, it is actually called, the day you got salary, I walk with the chest up. And the day I am without money, I am walking like this. That means money cannot be actually moving. If the increase in money can make you confident and the less money can bring down your confidence, it is actually not called confidence, it's arrogance. And anything to do with material things, whenever you do any kind of confidence come, see that you don't take confidence from there. But you can definitely enjoy it. You can enjoy your material benefits, your car, your house and everything. Because an arrogant person will tend to influence people in the wrong way. An arrogant person may remind others that they are inferior. Am I right? An arrogant person may tend to remind others that they are inferior. And whoever is going to remind us that I am inferior, I don't like it. Even if it's going to be my father. Even if my father comes and reminds me I am inferior, I don't want to take it from him. Because that's a very wrong kind of communication we might be doing even without our knowledge. All of us communicate right now. Am I right? Even now, right now, if you think only Maaney V Paul is communicating, wrong. I was talking to Warren and we are talking about body language, am I right? And vocal cords, we are talking that particular area. Such an important area. And it seems he's still learning. So many years he's been still learning how to deal over the phone. Because he says the sound communicates. The sound communicates. If I look at him and say, how are you? How are you? Okay, how is a good word. But if I go and ask him, how are you? And it's not good anymore. I'm actually threatening him. Actually, with one, how are you? I can threaten people, I can make people happy. Exactly the same way we can hurt and insult people without even our awareness. We may not be even aware. So, I'm just trying to tell you, material thing, we may tend to hurt people without our conscious effort, but subconsciously we may be hurting. Okay, let's not go in. This is not our subject today. I'm just trying to tell you. Intellectual, I want you to know what it is. Yes, I acquired a lot of things for so many years. I acquired for nearly 20 years I studied. And I acquired from my kindergarten, then my 10th class, I'm talking about my case, here it could be different. But I approximately spent 20 years to acquire my conscious knowledge. And I became a graduate. Then I applied for a job. Okay? So we are talking about consciously. I put in a lot of effort in this area. Intellectual. And here you also learn in other sources, but I just told you this. But what is this thing I'm talking about, spiritual? Because everything is moved from that area. Mind moves matter. Mind moves matter. This is a word very common. Everybody knows about it. It's very important that you need to understand. Knowing is different and understanding is different. I may know my wife. I know my wife. Actually, I know for the last 25 years. But I don't know whether I understood her.
Same here, sir.
You also same case. I actually know her. I don't know whether I have understood her. So knowing is different and understanding is different. Maybe the person sitting beside you, you know them for so many years, but you wouldn't have understood them. Understanding, because the truth is they have not understood themselves. I have not understood myself. So knowing is different and understanding is different. I know a lot of things and I tend to think the moment I know things, I know everything. Actually, what you know is different and what you understand is different. What you know doesn't impact you in any way. But the things that you understand really impacts you. That is actually controlling you. As simple as if I ask a person, which side of the keyboard the letter A comes. Okay, I can only tell you the same thing. I can't be changing. If I ask a friend, which side the letter key A comes. Can you tell me? A in the keyboard. Left side or right side?
Left side.
Left side. S.
Left side.
K.
I think it's right.
L. You did not think. You are always here. Oh, you are playing like this. Okay. L. Which side? Right or left? Okay, full stop.
Right.
Okay. As I was asking, did you find that your fingers are actually moving?
Very.
Yes. No, actually, they were only moving. Actually, not only him, even if he thought, I won't tell, you find your fingers actually moving. Okay, at least moving this way. Now, what I'm trying to tell, even to get that letter A, if I asked you where is letter A, you did not go to your head. Actually, you are trying to see the finger. And your finger moved this way and you said L. I mean, it's left or right. That means you don't know or I don't know, but your fingers know. And what else are your fingers know? Who is controlling the fingers? We need to know. Because the finger is actually controlled by your mind and everything that you have learned is actually in the mind. And if I am going to a classroom, if I am going to work or if I am going to pray, whatever it is, anything that you are going to do very seriously, the most important thing that we need to apply is not anything else but your mind. Because without your mind you can't do anything. Because mind is our sixth sense. Which sense? Six. We know we have five senses. Five senses: touch, taste, smell, see, hear. And that is the order. You can't be saying anywhere else. You can't start from here. Earth, water, air, fire, either vibration or space. And then comes your mind, the sixth sense, the master sense. Actually, anything, whatever we are learning, it is actually downloaded only in the mind. If I am here and if my mind is not here, whatever I am going to say, you will be only hearing me and you can't be listening to me. Because when you hear, it's called hearing. When your mind is also there, it is not hearing anymore, it's called listening. And that means you are net connected. I am there, hardware is here, and the software is also here. My mobile is here, and there is a range here. So I am able to speak. And there are places that you can take your mobile, but there is no connectivity because there is no range. Exactly the same way. The moment there is no range, the mobile has no value. If there is no net connectivity for the computer, computer has no value. Exactly the same way. When I am there, and if my mind is not there, we have no value. So I am just trying to tell a little bit of mind. Mind has got a lot of functions, and mind is very powerful. We need to start looking at our mind. Mind your mind. Mind your mind. And you need to once in a while ask yourself, is my mind here? And if you have not been dealing with your mind all this time, you can't be just bringing your mind overnight. I mean, just like that, you can't ask your mind to come and make it sit here. Because mind is basically magnetic. Because this particular force, like I am here, my mind is here so powerful, it is either pulled to the left side or the right side. Either that, both the directions, because mind is basically magnetic. Human being is an electromagnetic force. As long as light is there, we function. As long as there is electricity here, all these things will function. So, as long as light is there, I will function. And mind is magnetic, that means it is either positive or negative. North pole, south pole, or attraction or repulsion. As simple as I like, I don't like. My children, if I ask my children, tell me which day you like, Friday evening or Monday morning? Children like which day? Friday evening or Monday morning? Friday evening. Why? Children, even fathers like that. When fathers like, am I right, Mike? Yeah. Even fathers like only Friday evening. Now what I am trying to tell you, even before the Friday comes, Saturday, even Thursday we are so good, we are so happy. Because your mind is, your face is only the index of your mind. Your face is only the index of your mind. Your face is actually controlled by your mind. If you are not happy, your mind will say, shut up. It will shut down. Actually, your face will actually change. It will become beautiful. It all depends upon your face. Okay. So if I don't like a person, actually, my face changes. I may be saying good morning and everything, but my mind, the body language, she understands or he understands there is something wrong. Till yesterday it was different. But today when he or she told me something, looking at my face, that was completely different. Because your mind speaks continuously. It's not your face. So your mind can be pulled either to the left or right. It can be pulled here or there. On a Sunday morning, Friday evening, I find my mind is pulling to this side, and on a Monday morning, it is being pulled to this side. If I tell my child, okay, let's go for a small kid, we are going for what is it yesterday we went? Fun fair, okay. We got finished. 3 I am Subhash. 3 rides we got, okay. And we didn't have dinner after that. You should have guts to do that. Please go today. Okay. So if I tell my child, okay, let's go to a fun fair, but the child has not gone for a fun fair and the child wants to go. Actually, even before you take the child to the fun fair, the child's mind will actually reach the fun fair. Am I right? It will say, Dad, let's go there. Because already the mind is there. When you are going to the school, the child's, actually I am talking about it, the child is not interested in studying. Okay. Actually the hardware will be going and the software will be still at home. So what I am trying to tell, there's a pull and push. Like I like non-veg, I don't like non-veg. So exactly the same way. If I ask a person who is right in the public speaking, if I am going to ask somebody who is not used to public speaking, can you come and say something about yourself? Something about yourself for just 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you used to public speaking?
No, not used.
And is your pulse rate little up or down? Tell the truth.
Little bit high.
Thank you. That's it. Give me a clap. Okay. The thing is, the moment I tell anybody, okay, thank God others are thinking, thank God he didn't call me. Others are thinking that way, no. Okay. Actually, the moment I said I want a volunteer to come up here, his reflexes said no. It's not that he did consciously. His mind is already programmed to say no, even if I'm going to ask you to come and talk about yourself. I'm not asking you to go and talk about oceanography or gemology or even B1 or anything. Just yourself. And the first response of every human being, most of the human being, if I'm not trained, the first response is no. And as long as you're going to say no, the biggest challenge is that you can never become a leader. Because people either become leaders or workers. And only 3% of the people become leaders and they influence the world. And 97% of the people will end up being workers. And one of the qualities of leader is your ability to just get up and say, let me try. What is it called? Let me try. Okay, I may fail, nothing wrong. I may fail, I may fall, I may be hurt. Okay, that's all different things. But I'm willing to. If your first response for public speaking is that, nothing wrong about it. That is how we are designed. That is how we are designed. We are designed that way. Only thing is we need to come out of it. Because if you don't come out of it, the chances that your children will also be in the same thing is very high. Because we all live for our children. Most of us, am I right? All of us. Anybody for neighbors? We all live for our children and our family. Am I right, Mike? Yeah. We all live for our family and our children. Now the thing is, the biggest gift that you can give to your child is actually not money. You give money, they can finish it. You give them even an industry, they will close it. But give them the right attitude, they will multiply it. Because money doesn't make money. It's a right attitude which makes money. An attitude of leader is a very, very important thing. And for things to change, don't try to change your children. For things to change, I need to change first. I changed myself when I was 35 years old. Don't think I changed myself when I was a kid. Till my age of 35, I'm 53 and half, 54 I'm going to be. I'm telling you, when I was 35, I've never been on a stage. And I decided to be on the stage because I knew, or I may be wrong, I may not be influencing my children in the right way. So I thought I will undergo the humiliation at the age of 35 to become a public speaker. And I did not want to be just an ordinary public speaker. I really wanted to be really good. I wanted to be powerful. And things happened. Don't think things happened after a very long time. It didn't take around 10 years to change. It just took 6 months, 7 months to change. And in 1 year's time, I ended up being in IT, one of the best IT companies, IT park in India. I became the HR consultant. So what I'm trying to tell you, how does this kind of things happen? I'm not here to come and tell me, I'm not here to boast about my achievements. I'm telling you only one thing. If things can happen for me, it's exactly the same way. If I'm thirsty after 3 hours, you also tend to become thirsty. You run for 10 kilometers, you become tired. I also become tired. Every day morning, I have also so many things I have to do. Exactly the same things you also do. So what is happening to me has to happen to you also. So I'm only trying to make you understand how things happen in this world. Any dimension, whether it's going to be material, intellectual or spiritual, from where it happens. Everything happens from an area called the mind. It's called it's yours. All the files are there. And whether you like it or not, you are already sending messages to the universe. And the universe is already sending you back whatever you asked. It's called ask and it shall be given. Whatever you're asking, it's giving you. If you're getting the wrong things, that means you're asked for wrong things. If you're repeatedly bad things are happening in your life, it only means that you've been asking for bad things without your knowledge. Without your knowledge, you've been asking. Because this, you think what I talk is correct. I may look at Nisar and say, Nisar and say, good morning. I may tell him good morning. My mind may tell idiot. I may be looking at a girl and saying good morning, but what my mind says I can't tell outside. I cannot tell outside. Now what I am trying to tell, mind is a true frequency, and the universe is not willing to listen to you. It is only willing to listen to the files and the frequency and your belief, your faith, your prejudice, your programs. And in that particular area, we need to be very careful that what are you sending? Are you sending pain? Are you sending doubts? Are you sending disease? If you are sending everything, it's like an alarm. I went to my friend's house. Maybe I took Subhash's phone and I was playing with that, and I just set an alarm for 2014 March 23rd. I was playing with that. I set an alarm at 10 o'clock here. I set an alarm, and that was a birthday greetings, my birthday. Okay, 23rd March. I just sent it. He doesn't know about it. He doesn't know, but it is his phone that I played. And I forgot about it. But 2014 March 23rd, exactly 10 o'clock here, UK time, he called me and told me, Maaney, happy birthday. Now, he doesn't know that I've said it. I even forgot that I said it. But did it work exactly at 10 o'clock? Please understand, your mind is perfect to nanoseconds. You just saw a small game of that. Your mind is set for nanoseconds. If you thought that I may become sick, if you think that I will become that, if you think I'm very casual statements we are talking about, very casual statements. Like I tell myself, my daughter, don't go there. Hey, do something like that. I just threatened my daughter, okay? I just told her, don't go there, Gugu. It can be Gugu, it can be Bobo, it can be Jojo, it can be even father's name, no problem. You only threaten. Because in the body language, it amounts to more than 50%. and your sound amounts to more than 30-35%, and your language only 10-15%. So the child is yet to understand language, but the tone and modulation the child understands. I just threatened her, and she just looked at me, and she saw my body language, 55%, and she thought something like that is there outside. Because my face was so bad. And the child, and one file just downloaded into her at the age of 2. And if you think that those files disappear, they don't disappear. They are there. Your body gets old, but your files are perfect. They will never get old. Your computers, the body may get old, but your files that you put into the computer are perfectly there. Now what I'm trying to tell you, we need to deal with our files. It will be responsible to ourselves. Change your files. Thank God we can delete files. We can delete files, we can move files, we can bring in new files, we can put in an antivirus program. What is it called? Antivirus program. Actually, these kind of classes are called antivirus program classes. This is an antivirus program classes. Now you just play with it. That's all. If I threw a pen at my friend and if he didn't close his eye, that means you just learn. That means by becoming conscious and by responding to the situation, I did not get hurt. I did not close my eye. You call me bald, and if I get irritated, that means I'm reacting. You call me bald, and if I don't get irritated, instead I come and say, thank you, thank you, thank you. That means he expected me to change my face because I was very happy. Okay. Now from the distance he called me bald. He called me because he thought I'll get disturbed. I didn't get disturbed. I was very happy, and I went and said, thank you for reminding me. Thanks for reminding me. Now tell me what happened to his face. Tell me. His face is in trouble. Now the thing is, tomorrow if he sees me, will he call me bald? He will dare not call me bald. And not only me, any other bald also he will not call. Okay. Now he's changed. He has become a better person. Now the great thing about this is not this. Tomorrow he will continue to be my friend. Friendship is very important. People out there may threaten you, make fun of you, people irritate you because it's their hobby. I mean, it's not because they're actually bad. They tend to do that. And we have one right, take it light. Take it light because people are awake. They don't just fall because they're not running on the reaction program. Maybe my father got irritated when some people got. But by some time I changed. I knew I can change. And if I can change in this area, I can change in public speaking. I can change for everything. And this particular movement, if I pull from this side, negative to positive, this pull, if it is here, make me a pull this way. And that is called culture. I can culture myself. In Malayalam they say, I'm a Malayali too. So I had to say the word, samskara. So the culture, that means slowly I start moving myself, the pull from here, I can start pulling to this direction. You can. If I don't like to study, the biggest problem is that if I don't like studying, if I am in the negative side, every time I go to the class, I enter the class and then I find that my mind is not there. That means I am not connected. I went to a camp in some place. I went for a camp, and immediately it was a rural area, okay, very, very village type area. There was no good connectivity of the phone, and immediately the security guard asked me, sir, what's your phone you are using? I told I'm using Vodafone. And he said, Vodafone, we don't have much connection here, but if you go there, he showed me a small hill, and he told me, if you go there, you get connection. So immediately I started going. So suddenly one thing came. What is that called? One, then two, then three. With the three I stopped, I started speaking. Now what I'm trying to tell you, there are people who say 1G, 2G, 3G, now there is 4G, am I right? And 1G is like downloading a movie. You will download it for the rest of your life. And 3G you download it for just 5 minutes or 4G, in 5 minutes you can do it. Exactly the same way. We actually go to the classrooms in 1G and some people no G. No G at all. And we all send our children investing so much of money, time and effort. We buy them books, we buy them food, we buy them everything, and we don't check whether in what G they are going. If you are putting the wrong programs, if you discuss in front of the children that the teachers are bad, or in any way, indirectly, directly, subtly, in whatever way, if you have told them studying is bad, studying is tough and all these kind of things, it would have gone into the children, and even before the child starts studying, the child has ended up here. Actually, the child has ended up here. It's our mistake. Maybe you did it without a knowledge, but it's time that we corrected our mistake. Change your words. Start telling that studying is easy. Studying is easy. But inside your own mind it will say, very easy. Because for you it was very difficult. But the thing is, you have to change. I have to change. I have to start telling myself, studying is easy. The truth is, it's easy. I just listened to one song. I remember when I was 17 years old, I heard a song, Cliff Richard's. What is that? You know Cliff Richard? Cliff Richard's song? Yeah. I heard it only once. Those days, there's no way of hearing it again and again. No Walkman, nothing. That movie, the song was going like this. When I was sad, my father said, son, I have something to say. Heard this song?
No.
Oh, you like it? It's a bachelor boy song. Okay. And what he told me, I'll never forget until my dying day. I sing this song. I heard this song only once. And I've written this song, even after so many 34 years back, later I've written it. But the funny thing is, my teacher taught me 4 lines of poetry in the same school. That year also I didn't write an exam. Next year also I didn't write it. Because 1 year I failed. What I'm trying to tell, what you hear with a love, with an affection, and with a kind of liking, you just download at the range of 4G or 5G. You hear it only once and it goes in. But what you don't like, just for some reason you don't like, and you find it very difficult to download in your system. Please understand, mind only can download. The only part in our system which can learn is not our eye, ear or anything, it's our mind. So how are you going to deal with your mind? Now change your position of your mind from here to here. And that is called the point of view. My point of view doesn't mean my eye where I am looking. Where is my mind looking? I was traveling, maybe say I am traveling in a town, okay? I traveled 50 kilometers from one point A to point B. And it was a crowded town. And when I reached a point from A to point B, I got on and told my friend, do you know from point A to point B, there are 25 bars. How many bars? 25 bars. The bar means, okay, drinking area, 25 bars, okay, pubs and bars are there. And my other friend who doesn't drink, actually he didn't see even a single bar. He actually saw some schools, he saw some hospitals, that's all. Now, it means only one thing. I am interested in drinking, that's all. Please understand, what are you interested? The world will show you only that. If you continue to see the wrong things, that means your mind is interested in that particular thing. Be careful about it. Change the way you are looking at your life. And it's called point of view. So, my point of view, simple thing. You are looking at a business, I'm not talking about, I'm convinced with this business, that's why I'm standing in front of you. Because this is a simple business. Okay, I need to tell that also very seriously. Because here, all the risk of a business, I tell my wife, my wife is an ordinary girl who doesn't speak much and she doesn't go to the stage. She's actually a very shy lady. But you should know, she is doing the biggest business in India. Actually, because my business is in her name. I only put her name in that area. Actually, she can become a big businesswoman. You know how? Because to do this business, if I tell you go and do business, immediately you think about investments, a place, a lot of money, a bank balance, bank support, and so many things. Sales tax, you should have the knowledge to deal with taxes and stocking, logistics, import, export, so many things. All these things are taken care of for you by one company. And they are telling you, just go do anything and give the command to us. You just take an order and tell them, deliver tomorrow. Huh? Immediately you will find Moin. Am I right? That's Moin. Moin, you are there. Now, Gary, where are you? They will run around and their job is to deliver. Actually, even if you have one staff, they may not be interested in doing the job. But this company's job is to, please understand, it's your company and you are the boss. The truth is your boss. Let me explain that. When I became a distributor back at home, and I just went to the company first time. I went to the company, it's a big company in Chennai. I went there and I was trying to get one product, just one product. They didn't bother to give me because I had to wait. And after around 6-7 months, I went to the same company. Even before I entered, the general manager of operations and everybody, they knew I'm in town. Actually, they sent a car to pick me up because I was controlling nearly their 1/4 of their, more than 1/3 of their business I was controlling. Now, the moment I control 1/3 of the business, I'm a shareholder of the company. I started from zero. And if you think that I was working hard, no, nothing. Because my team became too big. And my work became lesser and lesser. At time came, I stopped working because my business only increased. Please understand, in your regular business, you have to put in your hard work, risk, everything is yours. Here, hard work, risk, everything is somebody's. Our job is only one thing. Just tell. People buy, it's good. If they don't buy, very, very good. What is that? If they buy? No, if they buy, good. If they don't buy, I didn't tell it for a joke. This should be your program. Because people have a right not to buy. Am I right? I may come and tell you. It's my right to come and tell you. It is people's right to buy or not to buy. And we need to really genuinely respect their right. Not from your mouth, not from your thinking. I have to respect it from here. I went and invited my friend. He didn't come today. No problem. He has a right. Because everything need not happen today itself. Because you should know the power of networking. This particular business. You may start with one. You may just go to two. Maybe in one. Actually, it will take a very long time. And the moment you touch 50, the magic figure, till 50 only you can. Only 50. You may be doing any job. Like he was an Asta person, as our boss was telling. Am I right? He was an Asta person. He took part-time and he was doing a business. Exactly the same. You only do it. Take a notebook. Don't invest much. Take a notebook. Start writing your friend's name. And only the people start writing. I am telling you, by the time you cross 50, the magic figure, actually the money involved will be so small. By the time you can finish 50 people into the program, not through you, through your team's effort also, okay? You only enroll me, I may enroll 20 people. So that 20 also becomes yours. When you write 50, I can tell you, after that you can't write. Because it will move so fast that you can't control. Initial movement, the momentum is very tough. But once the stone starts rolling, you can't stop it. You can do anything for your children. You develop a business and give, it's at risk. Something goes wrong to you in your business, okay, something went wrong in my leg, or I couldn't work, okay, tomorrow your income stops, am I right? Actually, you may have to go for some other dependency, okay, but the income from that particular source stops. But here, whatever you did for 2 years, here £250,000 is nothing big, because I know what I'm talking about. My first check was only 375 Indian rupees, and there was a time that I was taking 1 million Indian rupees per month check I'm talking about. And I'm not excited about it, because I just told you, material, don't get excited. Money should not excite you. You can make yourself happy with it. But, I mean, okay, just enjoy that. You should not be excited about it, okay? So, because all of us in the room, we have a right to earn. You have a right to earn, am I right? Roshan, you have a right to earn. You are right for everything. Because let's believe in that and let's start changing. And how do you do that particular thing is very simple. We need to change our beliefs through affirmations. I think our boss will teach us affirmations later, but still I'm here today, I'm telling you. Affirmations start in the simple way. I'm good. Where do you start from? I'm good. Immediately one sound will come. But still you are smoking, you know. Something like that it will tell you. Even if you smoke, you are good. Even if you are doing something, it's good. Anything that it is good. Only what human beings can do, you can do. You can never do what human beings cannot do. Am I right? Whatever is, maybe according to the world design and according to the regional designs, something can be right and something can be wrong. But tell yourself you are good. The truth is what? This is me or mine? Tell me. Is it me or mine? This code, is it me or mine? Mine. Not you, it's yours. You're right. It's not me, it's mine. Likewise, my hand is not mine. My hand is not I. Exactly the same way, it's my hand. I had, okay, don't worry. My hair. Now I don't have. Even if the hair doesn't go there, you are still there. Even if your hand goes up, you are still there. You should know the difference between I and mine. My car, my house, my country, my, and I is completely different. In that mind, one more thing comes, my mind. And in the mind, you have programmed something. If my shirt is bad, I can change it. My car is bad, I can change it. And if you don't like the country, change it. Anything you can change it. But your mind, if you think that you have programmed something wrong into the mind, and because of that you have got wrong things happening in your life, you can still change it, because it's not you, it's your mind. As long as you are good, please believe that you are good, because the moment your mind believes you are bad, imagine that you are thinking bad, your pull will be towards this, you will only end up being more bad. Whatever you are good, whatever you are today, start telling yourself, I am good, I am powerful. What you are supposed to say? I am powerful, I am creative. I am confident. Immediately, actually, you are not at all confident. Okay, imagine that you are not confident. But you say, I am confident. Because everything starts from an area called acting. From there, it starts from acting. I want to drive car. I don't want to drive car. So I was sitting. My teacher is said to come. I was holding the steering and sitting. And my other friend came and asked, hey, you drive car? I didn't know. Actually, you are not driving car. You are only sitting in the driver's seat. And he assumed that you are driving. Actually, you are only acting. That day, you are only acting. 10 days from now, let me ask you, will you be driving a car or acting? Or 20 days from now, will you be driving or acting? Tell me. Tell me. Driving. Everything starts from acting. Anything, whether you want to become creative, you want to become good, anything, just start telling that I am good. The truth is you are good. The truth is you are actually good. Maybe yours could be bad. That's a different thing. I am always good. Mine can be bad. So I change my shirt and I can also change my mind. If there is something wrong in my mind, I can change my mind. If my mind is thinking that some kind of people are bad, please change it. Because we need to understand, initially it was agrarian age, then it became industrial age, then it became information age, and now it's conceptual age. Conceptual means working with both the sides of your head, both the brain. That means right brain, reason for emotions, love, and this brain, logic, reasoning, mathematics, everything. And unfortunately, we tend to develop only this particular brain. Please start working with this. If I don't know to work with other people, if I go, now things are opened up the entire world. I'm communicating to somebody in the morning to a person in Japan, and then immediately to somebody in Nigeria. I'm talking with somebody in States, I'm talking to somebody in Bhubaneswar in India, then I'm straight talking to somebody in Thailand. I'm dealing with so many people. Now, what is the kind of feeling that we have for these kind of people? We need to understand. Because the human touch is nothing but you have to come out of this, and come to this area. When I look at it, I need to be very careful. Am I looking at his money or his position or just himself? Tomorrow when he loses money, I'm telling you, all the respect in the society will go up for it. Because society is not that human sometimes. Suddenly you lose your job. Suddenly people may look at it in a different way. An old lady writes a will. Before writing the will, she has a kind of respect. After writing the will, a respect straight fell down because you got nothing. Be careful. I'm not talking about somebody across somewhere. We are just talking about within our family. If this is what we are, we need to become a little more human. A blend of these two actually makes you more effective. Start working with our emotions and become alert. Am I hurting people? Am I accepting people the way they are? Maybe somebody is this. Okay, no problem. Let it be that. Let her be that. If my wife is this, okay, let her be that. I don't want her to change. But I can change the way I'm going to look at her. This way, she's fine. This way, you are fine. Because you should know what is the magic about it. I'm not talking about a moral sense. If imagine that three of you like me, okay, because I accept you the way you are, okay. Now I enter the zone. There's a zone called comfort zone. There's an area called comfort zone, okay, zone. And if I enter the zone, and in the zone, when people like you when they enter, actually your efficiency increases. Imagine that you are writing an exam, okay, writing an exam. And 3-hour exam, 2.5 hours over, and you're still writing half an hour. Last question, yes, you are kept it, okay? It's an easy question, you are kept it. And that moment the invigilator is coming, okay? He's walking like that, and you are writing the exam, okay? Right. So I came, I look at the paper, then I stood and started looking at the paper. Now I started reading the paper. Tell me, can you write the exam? You look at me like that. That means, idiot, please get out. Because all this time he was writing an exam. What stopped? I didn't attack him, I didn't kill him, I didn't do anything to him, I didn't even talk to him. But you found the entire thing stopped. Next word will not come out of him. That means I have completely stopped his performance. The world is not going to reward you for your intelligence. The world will only reward you for your performance. Can you convert your intelligence into performance at the times of crisis? Actually, he should train himself even to write an exam in front of the invigilator. And that's called the different people. People are awake. So I'm just trying to tell you simple things. You can reprogram yourself. You can help yourself. Talk to yourself. All the time believe that you are beautiful. Believe that you are? Yeah, believe that you are beautiful because you are beautiful. There are film stars in Tamil Nadu, in India. If you see the photograph, you think they are okay, very, very ordinary people. But the entire nation will give their life for these kind of people because they are not beautiful, but they are attractive. Attraction can be at the age of 60, 70, any age. But at the same time, your attraction go out even at the age of 30. Attraction is the most important thing. It's not beauty we are talking about. Attraction happens from your heart. Beauty happens from your face. And this will disappear by the age of 30, 35. But attraction will continue. As long as I believe that I'm beautiful, I'm telling you, even at the age of 80, 90, you'll be the most beautiful person. Now tell your mind that I'm beautiful. And put that program. Change your program and put that program. You'll become energetic, dynamic, beautiful, creative, and spontaneous, everything. Whatever you want. You can redesign yourself because finally everything is in your hand. Maaney V Paul is only a guide. I can tell you go this way, you'll reach, okay, I'm talking about you go this way, you'll reach Cambridge. But I can't be carrying you. Am I right? Exactly the same. I just told you, change your mind. Always think that people are good around you. Okay, When you think that way, wonders happen. Let me just explain this and I'll finish it. One last thing, I'll finish it. What is this? I'm talking about spiritual. Spiritual means very small thing. Whatever you believe is called spiritual. Whatever programs are there. If you have wrong programs, your final material thing will also be wrong. Whatever you visualize will materialize. In India, everybody knows Taj Mahal. Am I right? You know Taj Mahal? Taj Mahal. It's a beautiful thing in India. So, Taj Mahal, if I ask people in India, where is Taj Mahal? They immediately say, Delhi, Agra. Delhi, Agra. Then I ask them, tell me, who made Taj Mahal? Immediately they say Shah Jahan. Okay? Then I ask them one question. Tell me, where did Taj Mahal first take place? So they think, then they tell it happened in the Shah Jahan's mind. So it took place in the mind of Shah Jahan. Then I ask them one more question. Tell me, if Shah Jahan's mind Taj Mahal did not take place, will the real Taj Mahal take place? Now that's a question that I'm going to give you. Will it take place? No, never. Never. It will never take place. So anything to take place in the material world, everything has to start from your spiritual world. Everything. Whatever you visualize will materialize. Mind moves matter. As simple as I can tell you. You take a lime, okay, squeeze the lime, the juice is coming down, okay, it's coming down, and you took the lime and put it in your tongue and like that you did. Now tell me, how many of you got little saliva here? You got little saliva? Little saliva. Now you can feel it and tell me. It's there. Actually, there is no lemon, no juice, nothing. And you are ready. Because the mind can move for even meaningless things. It need not be very meaningful, it need not be reasoning, because mind cannot reason out things. If I tell you, don't think about an elephant, don't think about an elephant. What did you think about that? You only thought about an elephant. Am I right? Exactly the same way. Mind doesn't understand no. It doesn't understand don't. The moment you start using wrong words, your mind will take the wrong words. And it will actually take you there. Avoid wrong words. Avoid wrong words. Don't even use failure words. And always use beautiful words. Write beautiful words. Affirmations at home. I'm creative. I'm wonderful. I'm beautiful. My family is great. My friends are wonderful. Actually, when you're writing, your mind will say, I'm wonderful. But the thing is, one day it will move everything in such a way, it will make your friends wonderful. Whatever you believe, it happens. Belief is a very powerful thing. What you say from here is called claim. Waste. Claiming is waste. Here is called thinking or analysis. You analyze, and finally you paralyze. What happened? You paralyze. You think I can do something like this, you plan, and finally most of the things don't happen. But whatever you believe has to happen. Because belief works in a completely different dimension. Because belief is from mind. Mind has got telepathic powers. It can go and influence people. Like I can send a message to you if I know your number. But mind can send you a message from my mind to you. It can even tell people to come and sit even before you go. Mind is very, very powerful. It can even reach Obama. It can reach Cameroon. Whoever it is, mind and no connect. No, it can reach anybody. Suddenly it will tell. Okay, one state businessman will come and say, will you join me as a partner? And you are looking for a part business and suddenly somebody came and invited you. I am telling you, what did you do? You did nothing outside the world. You only changed your inside. So learn to change your inside and let's make our life beautiful. Don't believe me completely. At the same time, don't reject me. Just listen to me. You know what I am trying to tell you? Don't believe me. Don't reject me. Yeah, we have all the right to listen to people. Listening doesn't mean believing or rejecting. It's just listening only. Okay? Listen to me. And if you think it's useful, implement that in your life. And Subhash has brought in a wonderful product. I'm telling you, just learn, just try to see it. No problem. I know that some of you wouldn't have understood anything. No problem. Only try to understand that you are not understood. Try to understand you are not understood. That's all. Because when something is happening, I remember one of my friends telling me a story. They were walking across a forest in the night and they were walking on a riverbed. And that one sound was telling them, 3 or 4 friends are walking. And one old man's sound was telling from the hill there, was telling, you take 1 stone and walk. You take 1 stone. So these they were already I'm tired, already a big weight here, and carry 1 more stone. I mean, nobody bothered to. I mean, that sound was not very impressive to them. They just walked. Only one guy, okay, I took 1 stone, keep quiet. And he took 1 stone. And he put it in his pocket and did. And they crossed a long distance and they went somewhere. They actually lost. Finally, they came to human being. Where is some kind of one day human being? Civilization. And okay, they settled down. And finally, they were talking about one man shouting. And he said, "Where's the stone?" No. He took the stone and showed it was a diamond stone. Now everybody wants to go and pick, but they don't know where to go and pick. Exactly the same way. Sometimes some kind of sounds come. And these kind of sounds can be not be that impressive to the world standards, to our files. Try to look at that, everything with value. There's nothing small and nothing big in this world. Sometimes some things come in front of you, let's not ignore. At least try to look into it. And after that, if you want to throw it, throw it. Look at the stone, if it is stone, throw it. If it is diamond, keep it. Okay? With this I finish. Thank you very much. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Maaney V Paul, for that lovely speech. And I'm sure that we all have learned a lot today from him in terms of how to use our mind, whether to use right or left, or a lot of other things. Well, I was just sitting at the back and I was watching people as usual. I do watch people a lot, and observing that I know we are here. We'll probably have some refreshment after this. Go back home, same lifestyle. Get up in the morning, go to work, come back home, kids, blah 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 blah. But at the end of the day, I think the important thing is that we should understand that if we are here today, we are here for a reason. And this particular business opportunity that we have seen today here should not just fade away from our mind, because I think there is a very big potential. And I remember 17th of June 2013, we did our launch of the company. That was in Hilton itself. We had only 25 people when we initially launched the company. And after that, we have done till now almost 3 events, and every time the number has just doubled or tripled. And this time, today we are in the hall around 72 people, if I'm not wrong. Yes, and then we have an event in London on Tuesday evening. Yeah, tomorrow also we have one event in London, which is in East London, but then again on Tuesday we have another event. So what I'm trying to just get at is that we are increasing, as in the numbers are increasing, but we have to take an action. And that is what Dr. Maaney V Paul said, that until we don't decide whether we want to go ahead or not go ahead, because obviously it's your choice, but we have to take an action and see that whether we want to take this opportunity, be it part-time, spare time, or full-time. So it's up to you. But anyway, before we leave the room, I know there are refreshments waiting for us in the next room. There is a video which I think again, I thought it will be very relevant to the meeting today. I'll just play that video, a very small video. And this guy is from Northampton who has been in Olympics in 1992, Barcelona Olympics. So just watch this video. Thank you.
When troubles come and my heart burdened be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be.
Well, the message was very simple, and that is not to give up. This guy, just a little bit information before we finally call it the end. This guy is from Northampton. His name is Derek Redmond. In 1992 in Barcelona Olympics, when he actually could not make it, obviously he could not win. Doctors told him that you will never be able to participate in any sort of sport activity in the rest of your life, for the rest of your life. But then he went on to become one of the national basketball players, because obviously he could not run, but he could choose an alternate sport which interests him. And then he decided to go ahead and join basketball team, and he went on to the national team, won so many awards. He's right now in Glasgow somewhere with his family and 2 kids. I don't want to know exactly where he is, but then I'm just saying the idea is to actually push yourself. Okay, I know we all have responsibilities, we all have families, we all have so many things to do. But if you push yourself, that extra effort will only get you that extra result that you're looking for. So let's call it the end for the day, and we have refreshments which are being served in the next room again. And I think if there is any other question or any other doubts or details you need about the products, we have the products here on display. Please do come forward and have a look. Thank you.
Thank you.